in the heart of London, where the River Thames flows and Big Ben chimes, there lived a little mouse named Milo. Now, Milo wasn't your average mouse. Oh no, not him. He was the sleepiest mouse that ever existed. In fact, he slept more than any other mouse in his family or in the whole city, maybe even the world. He slept through the morning when the sun peeked in through the cracks in the walls. He slept through the day when the humans bustled about their business. And he slept through the evening when the moon hung like a silver coin in the velvet sky. Milo just loved to sleep. His brothers and sisters would scamper and play, chasing each other through the cozy nooks and crannies of their home, under the floorboards of a quaint little bookshop. But Milo, well, he preferred a nice warm pile of shredded paper where he could dream sweet dreams of cheese and slumber. One day, Milo's mother called a family meeting. She was a practical mouse with a sensible heart, and she was worried about her son. Milo, she began, and Milo opened one eye briefly before promptly closing it again. You must wake up more. You can't spend all day, every day sleeping. There are important things to see and do in London. But I do, squeaked Milo, his voice muffled by a wad of tissue paper. I go exploring in my dreams. That is not the same, sighed his mother. You have to experience life, Milo. The sights, the sounds, the smells, the adventure. It's all out there beyond our floorboards, and I want you to see it. She had an idea, a big idea really. Tomorrow, she said, I'm going to take you on an adventure through London. You will be awake for this adventure, so try to get some sleep now so you have lots of energy. Now, usually when Mother Mouse made announcements, the family would scatter in different directions, each doing their own thing until the next family meeting. But this time, they all looked at Milo, then back at their mother, and then back at Milo. Finally, they all scurried off, leaving Milo and his mother alone. They probably think I'm useless, Milo mumbled into his pillow of shredded newspaper. Oh no, said Mother Mouse, nuzzling him with her nose. They just don't understand how much your specialness shines. And with that, she tucked him into his bed and left him to dream his dreams of cheese. The next morning, Milo woke up feeling quite good after a long night's sleep. He stretched, yawned, wiggled his whiskers, and went to join his family for breakfast. They were having their favorite treat, crumbs from the humans' sandwiches, which were often brought in for lunch by the nice human who owned the bookshop. Are you ready, Milo? Asked Mother Mouse. Milo blinked. Ready for what? Your big adventure through London, said Mother Mouse, already at the door leading to the outside world. Milo froze. He hadn't been listening. To be honest, he never really listened unless someone was talking about cheese or something equally exciting. But an adventure, that sounded fun. And besides, his mother was already out the door. So without thinking much of it, he followed her. The outside world was full of exciting noises and smells. Cars zoomed by, dogs barked, birds tweeted, and freshly brewed coffee wafted from a nearby cafe. It was quite overwhelming for Milo, who was used to the quiet, dark safety of the floorboards under the bookshop. But his mother kept moving forward, and Milo knew if he wanted to continue being her favorite son, he had to keep up with her. They scampered across the busy street, dodging feet and shopping bags. They explored the bustling marketplace, peeking under stalls and behind bins, taking cover whenever a human came too close. Finally, they arrived at the park. It was here that Mother Mouse planned to have her picnic. She laid out a checkered cloth, complete with a tiny teapot and 2 mismatched cups. One for her and one for Milo. Then she poured some water from a dandelion she had picked earlier into his cup. "Here you go, dear Milo," she said. "A nice, refreshing drink to help you stay awake for our adventure." Milo took a small sip. It was lukewarm and tasted faintly of grass, but he didn't complain. Instead, he looked around and gasped. This was amazing. There were trees with leaves that rustled in the soft breeze, birds that sang sweet songs, flowers that swayed in the wind, and squirrels that chattered from the branches above. For the first time in his life, Milo understood why his mother and brothers and sisters loved to come to the park. After their picnic, Milo and his mother set off again, this time to explore the winding paths of the park. They chased butterflies, hopped over fallen logs, and played hide and seek among the bushes. And Milo, well, he had so much fun that he completely forgot about his plan to take a nap. As the sun began its slow descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Milo and his mother walked back to the bookshop. They had seen so much, experienced so much, and Milo felt a strange fluttering in his chest. Was this what his mother meant by adventure? Because if it was, then he wanted more. Later that evening, after the humans had gone and the other mice had returned from their adventures, Milo told his family all about his day. He told them about the busy streets and the delicious smells, the birds in the park and the flowers that smelled like sweet perfume. His brothers and sisters listened with wide eyes, and Mother Mouse beamed with pride. "See, I told you," she said, "that there was more to life than sleeping." But then something unexpected happened. "I want to go on an adventure, too," squeaked one of Milo's younger sisters. "Me too," squeaked the others. And so it began. Every day after the humans left for work, Milo's family would set off to explore London. They discovered hidden nooks and crannies, secret pathways and forgotten corners of the city. They befriended a family of robins who lived in a nearby tree, and they learned the best places to find food and the best places to hide from danger. As for Milo, well, he continued to love his naps. In fact, he took a little nap right after his big adventure with his mum. But now he was a little bit different. Now, after his nap, he would wake up and say to himself, "I got to explore. I got to explore." And he did. From that day on, Milo the Sleepy Mouse was still the sleepiest mouse in London, maybe even the world. But he didn't mind. Now, whenever he woke up from a long slumber, he would remember his adventures with his mum and his family, and he would feel a renewed sense of wonder and excitement for the world around him. He knew there were so many things to see and do, so many places to explore, and he wouldn't trade it for all the cheese in the world.